Hey, it's Dr. Chad. As you reach the end of your initial care plan, I want to reiterate a few things that we've discussed over the last few months. The brainstem subluxation, as you'll recall, is an injury to the brainstem caused by a misalignment to one of the top two bones in your neck. It results in the interference of the brainstem's ability to properly route the signals between the brain and the body, disrupting the normal neurologic rhythm of your internal functions. Additionally, the brainstem subluxation causes the body to compensate physically in order to keep the head level, shifting the rest of the body out of balance to do so. Our initial goal with you was to help you achieve stability in the upper neck, which we define at the Triad Upper Cervical Clinic as your ability to consistently keep the upper cervical brainstem channel, so to speak, free of distortion, as reflected clinically by your thermographic scans, and to consistently maintain the structural balance necessary to physically adapt out of your chronically compensated state. If you're watching this, then well done on that front. And now that you have achieved stabilization, let's talk big picture. Let's turn our attention to how your body heals in the long term. I want you to understand the brainstem subluxation is a problem that you've had for a long time. So it is, along with the various internal and physical problems that it caused or contributed to, a condition that takes time to fully heal. We're used to thinking of health as something we can obtain quickly and easily. That's not realistic, though. The instant gratification mindset doesn't apply to health any more than it does to wealth. Often you lose your health gradually, you regain it faster than you lost it, but still gradually. Think of healing like climbing a staircase. When you heal, you move up a few steps before leveling off. Then you move up a little bit more and then you level off again. The reason you level off is simply due to energy. It takes a great deal of energy to do what you need to do every day, not just for you to accomplish everything on your conscious daily task list, but mainly for your 75 trillion cells to perform their 200,000 per every split second vital to-dos. Add a widespread healing process to the mix, and it places you in extremely high energetic demand, and your supply needs to be occasionally recharged. We call this the cycles of healing. When the body undergoes a healing process, it typically takes 18 months of major repair and 36 months of minor repair, broken down into roughly 3-month-long cycles. During the early phases, which you're still in now, you are more likely to experience symptomatic flare-ups as you go through a leveling off period because the healing process has been slowed. Some experience that sort of thing through their first several cycles. Symptoms will typically wear off gradually during the major repair phase, and then the underlying healing will continue on during the minor repair phase. It's akin to cooking a piece of chicken. The outside is done faster than the inside. Just remember, your body was breaking down for years, often decades, before this key piece of the healing process was introduced. It takes time for you to fully recover. During the healing process, you may experience something that I want you to be more familiar with, called retracing. Some of you I may have already gone through this with you to an extent, but let's discuss it again. If you imagine that 100% health is the top of a ladder, when your body ceases to function normally, you fall down that figurative ladder. Rung by rung, you usually will develop symptoms that coincide with your body breaking down. When you start restoring proper communication and structural integrity, the absence of which causes your body to function abnormally and to break down, then you begin climbing back up the ladder. In doing so, you have to climb back up the same rungs that you fell down. So you'll retrace back through the process that led to many symptoms, potentially causing brief episodes of those symptoms that you may have experienced recently or even a long time ago. Going back to an earlier conversation with you regarding my mindset about upper cervical care, I practice as I preach, getting to a point where your upper neck isn't just stable, but instead is as normal as possible, meaning that corrections are held indefinitely, is the best kept secret to sustainably healthy living. Health is not about a lack of symptoms only. It's about becoming genuinely well, which is about being the best version of yourself possible, physically and mentally. Ditch the reactive model of health that has rendered American healthcare last among its industrialized peers in the world in favor of a smarter, more logical, proactive paradigm. Nutrition, exercise, stress management, and your attitude, function, balance, those are the core elements of a healthy person. You only get one body, so treat it well. I look forward to continuing this discussion with you in person when we next meet.